my valued Sri Lankan guests to please continue sharing celebrations and festive of your culture and heritage with Pakistan and assist us in making the country a place where cultural diversity is valued and reflected. Once again, I thank you all for being part of this great occasion. Thank you all. Yes, please accept.
Thank you very much. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Firstly, I should congratulate and thank the general managers of the Twin City Hotels, Marriott Hotel and PC Rawalpindi for their enormous gesture and endeavor to see that the Sri Lankan independence celebrations are very fittingly celebrated in Islamabad and Rawalpindi. As you know, that when you say culture, perhaps we always understand different things, but nobody thought for some time about the food. That the food has become culture is also one of part of culture today. Food culture is very, very important. Perhaps you know we have a different attire. So I'm in my national attire today, and you know Pakistanis have their own national attire. Indians have their own national attire. Perhaps if you go to SAARC countries, Bhutan, Bangladesh, we have different attires. Because of, and when you present yourselves, perhaps from your dress, then your culture is understood. But how come the food? Can anyone live without food? Can anyone live without food? You can't live without food. Perhaps you go to the States or you go to an African country, perhaps you don't get rotis and meat or what you enjoy here. When I come back from Sri Lanka, I don't eat the Sri Lankan food because what is available here is a different kind of food. But you cannot eat without eating. I say that there are three types of people. One, there are a lot of ladies now, you know, they're all dieting. Most of the time they are very physical, they are very personality conscious. So they don't want to eat, they look at it and perhaps it's a window shopping, like, you know, they just look at it and they don't eat. Right? They are satisfied, they are dieting. But there are some other people who die eating. My God, they will eat enough. Anything you get, perhaps they will eat, gulp it. So they die eating. And there are some other people who die without eating. they don't eat because they must be having diabetics or sugar or various kinds of food. But you will see the sweets. Oh, you appreciate the wonderful sweets, but you don't eat. You can't eat because you will die. So we have different issues when it comes to food. But of course, the food culture always brings all of us together. That is what is very important. The unity is part of food culture. Whether you like it or not, perhaps when you feel hungry, whatever you have to eat. Whether it is bread or roti or rice or biryani or whatever, you have to eat because when you have to satisfy your stomach. And all the revolutions in the world because of food. Because if you don't get to eat, and there will be revolution in the country. The people will come to the road. They will revolt against the government. So the food is very important. Food is a very intrinsically interwoven in the human life. So I say the Sri Lankan food is a very, very palatable, tasty food. Perhaps you have to enjoy it and see. You will live long if you eat Sri Lankan food. That is the beauty of Sri Lankan food. So if you want to live food, and if you want to become more fairer, please eat Sri Lankan food. I want to tell the young ladies in Pakistan, please come to Marriott Hotel and PC Hotel tomorrow and day after and enjoy the Sri Lankan food. You will become more fairer. You will become more beautiful. But the Sri Lankan food is that. The Sri Lankan food is more pretty, more attractive and very tasty. Please visit the two hotels today and tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. You will live long. You will be more beautiful. You will be more fairer. I welcome all of you to this important food festival that is going to take place with the generous, with the generous contribution by these two hotels. So on behalf of Sri Lankan government and as the outgoing High Commissioner and the Sri Lankan High Commissioner in Islamabad, I congratulate the two hotels for giving this opportunity for us to exhibit and show the people of Pakistan what Sri Lankan food culture is. Thank you very much, and that these thanks come from my bottom of my heart, and we will always cherish your beautiful and generous contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your wonderful work. May we touch you too. So just a warm welcome.